He is a Trinity football assistant, not brand new, though new in the full-time capacity. Marcus Coleman joining the Tigers staff. And first of all, congratulations on that move, Marcus.
No, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You know, a lot of fans locally and around the state know your background. Former star at Texas Tech, drafted by the Jets, then played with the Texans and with the Cowboys. We mentioned having been with Trinity this past season. Take us through eventually ending up here with the Tigers as a full-time assistant. Is coaching something that you eventually want to do here as you enter the next stage of your career?
Well, yeah. I really, once I retired, I really didn't want to get into coaching, and just because, I didn't love the game itself, or kind of the facets of it. But there's a lot that goes into being a professional football player in regards to like the film study, the working out, the hours at the stadium, and I just, as a coach, especially professionally, it's triple that. So, I just didn't know if I wanted to do that. And but a buddy of mine, Stephen Foster, convinced me to help him coach a 707 team down in Pflugerville and at Pflugerville High School. And once I started doing that, it just kind of took off from there, and started coaching indoor but wanted to get back outdoors. And Coach Urban, who I know, and Coach Urban was actually in Dallas when I was in Dallas, fellow NFL brother, and he allowed me to come in and kind of sit in on meetings and start off that way. And then last year, they brought me on part time, and just kind of evolved into where I am now and being full time. So just been fortunate to obviously have those opportunities. But I've never lost love for the game. The game has always been there, and without all the extra stuff that goes on outside of it, I love the game within the game regarding the strategy, helping the kids get better, preparing, things like that.
You mentioned Coach Urban and sharing that time in Dallas with him. Any fun stories, anything you can share in terms of your time with Coach Urban, whether it was related to either directly both of you or the dynamic of what was really an interesting team there when you were in Dallas? Any stories that you can share from your time with the Cowboys?
I really don't have a story per se, because when, Urban was kind of just coming in, and, I was already kind of established in my career. And, honestly, for a while, I didn't even know he was there, to tell you the truth. So, so it was kind of, I guess if there's a story here, that's the story, but, so there wasn't a whole lot of interaction. Like I said, we were in different parts of our career, and I was moving around doing things, and he was doing this thing. And, but it's been fun, getting to know more about Jeremy, and really kind of go back to some of the things that happened during the time, whether in Dallas or, prior to that, with the different teams we were with.
You mentioned your career, Marcus. Monday Night Miracle, comes to mind, and what the pivotal role you played in that ball game. How often are you asked about that game and those moments to this day?
Quite a bit. I mean, mainly obviously by New Yorkers, by Jet fans. Honestly, I don't think a lot of people, down in these parts, unless they're Red Raiders, really say anything about it. But through social media and maybe some of the people that I know, that are NFL people or diehard Jet fans, I get asked about it quite a bit, and really they just kind of want to know, and it's always the same questions of, what are you thinking? Emotionally, like, how you feeling? Especially when we were losing big, in the first half. Everybody really just kind of wants to know, how do you, really, how do you just stay, on the task at hand? When there's that much adversity going on, you have that much, in front of you, that, that huge hill to climb. What do you do? How are you reacting? And what everybody else was thinking, and how the feeling afterwards is probably the main question. Like, well, how did you feel afterwards? And I always tell them, like, I was tired. Like, I literally slept the entire way home. I had a buddy of mine actually drive me home because I was, too tired to take myself home. So, that's usually what I get when I do talk to people.